There's a classroom with no desks, no whiteboards, no neatly organized rows, lit by moments of uncertainty, pressure, and sometimes pain. We don't sign up for this class, only the crazy would do that. And yet, it's a class that all of us have to take. Life throws us in. And the lessons, they come in the form of heartbreak, failure, and delay. You might be sitting in class right now and not even know it. Maybe something has hit your life. Loss, rejection, disappointment, delay, you're waiting on something to happen, and you're wondering why life feels so heavy. Maybe you've even whispered to yourself, why me? Or prayed to God, when is this going to end? But here's the truth. The challenges that you're facing are not proof that something's wrong with you. They are proof that something is being built in you. Challenges are the curriculum of growth. And we've often talked about how growth doesn't happen in our comfort zones. And while the comfort zone might feel safe, it does us a disservice because it doesn't stretch us. And when we think back to our biggest breakthroughs in life or our deepest transformations, none of them came when life was easy. And I would even go as far as to say that the strongest version of ourselves are shaped in tension. They're forged in the fire. They're pressed under pressure. That's where deep change happens. That's where resilience and the courage to continue is born. Challenges don't just test you, they teach you. They reveal what's inside and refine what doesn't belong. Think of a blacksmith forging a blade. The steel is heated until it glows. That sucker's hot. Then it's hammered, it's shaped, and it's tempered again and again. Without the fire, it would never become strong enough to withstand battle. You're no different. Growth isn't pain-free, but the good news is every pain has a purpose. And pain with purpose always leaves us transformed. So if you're willing to learn the lesson, every hardship then becomes a stepping stone. So I ask you, what are you facing right now that might be trying to grow you, not break you? Another thought to consider is that resilience is earned, it's not given. Whenever you see somebody and you say, man, they're tough, they're resilient, they keep going, know that that is built through experience. They didn't just wake up and have that naturally be a part of their personality. You don't find strength, you build it. And resilience is like a muscle. It grows through resistance. Not something you're born with, but rather something you develop every single time you get back up. Another thought is that confidence doesn't come from ease. It comes from comebacks. From the days you showed up despite the fear. From the moments you whispered, I won't quit here. Not today. I remember reading about a man named Tommy. Tommy had just watched his third business collapse, and he was quiet about it, but you could see it in his eyes. Disappointment, fear, and frustration. But as the story progressed, we saw that Tommy didn't stay there. He studied what went wrong. He got back up, no, not with the same strategy, but with a newfound wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to use knowledge. And wisdom only comes through experience. Tommy gained wisdom, and today, the same man that had 3 business failures is leading a thriving company. And what I love about Tommy's story is that his strength wasn't in talent. It was in his ability to rise. And I have to drop this word on you, that setbacks don't erase your potential. They expand your capacity. So start collecting your comeback stories. After this video, write down 3 moments when you push through something hard and keep them in a note that you can revisit when you feel like giving up. Past victories strengthen you for future conflicts. They are the very proof of your power. When it comes to challenges, we have to break those beliefs that are keeping us small. It is your mindset that is the real battleground here. It's not the problem in front of you that is holding you back. It's the belief in your head that's your problem. There's some common hidden beliefs like, I'm too late, I'm not smart enough, I failed too many times. These sound like facts, but They're really assumptions. And every assumption that we do not challenge becomes a ceiling that we will never break through. And I want to be honest with you. The voice in your head that says you can't is usually just fear wearing a clever disguise. So what's one limiting belief that is keeping you stuck? Write it down. And then after writing it down, write a new belief that supports your growth and speak it every day until you begin to believe it and see that it's the truth. An example of this is instead of saying I always mess things up, say I am learning and growing with every attempt. Perspective in life is super important. I heard someone say I had the blues because I had no shoes. Then up the street, I saw a man with no feet. This is the importance of maintaining gratitude no matter which state we're in. Because the truth is, even your worst day is better than someone else's. And when you begin to shift your lens, you change everything. Two people can face the same challenge. One grows, one breaks. And the difference is often their perspective about the challenge. Pain doesn't define your path, your perspective does. A young athlete tore her ACL right before her championship season. Devastated, she thought her dream of playing in the championship was over. But during recovery, she discovered a new passion for physical therapy. And today, the pain that she experienced is helping others come back stronger. And what looked like a dead end was actually a divine detour. And I think it's a good practice that whenever we hit a wall in life, we take a moment, stop and ask ourselves, how can this serve my growth journey? You're not here to avoid the hard stuff. You're here to rise through it. And the reason I always say growth is a journey because it's not a place that you and I will ever arrive at. We are forever learning. We are forever expanding. We are forever seeing a new perspective and learning something new about ourselves. And that is why growth requires a commitment to process. And one of the things that we need to remember is you don't become powerful by consuming more information. Power is in the application of what you've learned, especially when it's uncomfortable. Think about this. Science states that trees that grow in the wind actually build deeper roots. Athletes who train under resistance build greater strength. And people who walk through the fire without quitting, they are the ones that light the way for others. And if you're going through a challenge right now, I've made this simple video to tell you that hard isn't the enemy. Easy isn't the goal, growth is. And if you're going through a challenge, you're not alone. Norman Vincent Peale was once with a man who wanted help getting rid of challenges. He said, Mr. Peale, man, I'm tired of going through this. I'm tired of going through these challenges. And every time I pass one, it's like another one comes up. And I just want your help. Assist me. How do I get rid of all of these challenges? Mr. Peale said, okay, well, you got a minute? Let's go for a ride. They hop in the car and they arrive at a cemetery. And Mr. Peale says, hey, look around. You are now amongst hundreds of people that don't have to face challenges. The only way you get away from challenges is to have grass growing around you. The only way you get through challenges is to have a chalk line around your body. But if you're going to be in the land of the living, challenges are a part of the job description. Sorry to tell you. But the good news is challenges are also a sign of life. They're also a sign that you have more within you that can be built up and that you have a greater purpose beyond the current moment. Challenges don't disqualify you, they shape you. And if you're facing something right now, I want to tell you that you are not weak because you feel overwhelmed, and you are not behind because things are hard. You're sitting in the classroom. You're being trained. Every challenge you faced, every time you didn't give up, is a part of your becoming. And right now, you're in process. So don't rush out of the pain. Don't avoid the pressure. Don't run from the resistance. Let the challenge and the trial that you're in do what it came to do. Lean in, learn from it, and let it shape you, because that's how growth works. And the best part is you're just getting started. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. And always remember that growth is a journey, it's not a destination. I'm in it with you, and I'll see you on the next one.